Hey guys, it is Manga Reads and it's time for me to do a small video, very short video on Nanatsu no Taizai. Yeah. A very small video on Nanatsu no Taizai manga chapter 264. Okay guys, so here's the thing. In the chapter we started off with the battle between the archangels and Estarossa. It's continuing and basically they put him inside of a tsunami, a water hole, an ocean. They mix it with tornado and then they struck him with lightning, and they're saying that, well, you know what, this one is going to destroy you on a molecular level. And they're like, we win the game, because they took him to a different dimension when they were doing this. So they were like, alright, we're going to win this, it's going to destroy you on a molecular level. And Estarossa was screaming like a bitch, I have to be honest. He was getting destroyed, and just before his body completely disintegrated, he said Jikai, and we saw him with this bubble in his hand, right? And we don't know what happened afterwards. Now, going forward, they were talking, that was Elizabeth and the other guys were talking, and they were like, well, you know, Diana and everyone was saying, well, he's supposed to be dead once they saw the archangels return. Because remember, the archangels combined their powers, brought him to another dimension, and tried to kill him there. And the next thing they know is that he's there again, and he's like, well, this is fun. And he has this very deranged look on his face. He doesn't normally look this emotional. You know, it's normally a quiet, laid-back looking kind of guy. That's the look you get from Estarossa, but this time he was smiling, he looked twisted, he looked deranged. And that was Estarossa for you guys. So basically we're wondering, how was he able to return? Now, there have been hints throughout the chapter as what's going to happen to explain the whole point of this video, why he said what he said about being Meliodas. Now, going forward into the chapter, we did see Estarossa fight against the archangels. Not only that, but he fought against them on equal terms. Now, we do know from context that one archangel is strong enough to take down 2 commandments, right? So if he was able to fight on equal footing with 2 archangels, that would mean that he has at least 4 commandments. Simple math, right? So let's continue. Now, he was saying that he needs at least this to be able to beat Big Brother. Now, here's the thing. Big Brother could be Zeldris, or Big Brother could be Meliodas. Now, the thing about it is that Zeldris and Meliodas are supposed to be stronger than Estarossa. Oh, by the way, guys, I only started reading at chapter 260, and I've watched season 2. This is hilarious. Why am I making a video if I haven't read everything? But anyway, I have a pretty good reason why I'm doing this. So he was saying that he needs at least this to be able to fight, to be able to beat Big Brother. Now, here's the thing, guys. When he said Jikai and that bubble came into his hand, which is the point of everything, I'm not gonna dawdle around it and try to make a 10-minute video. When he said Jikai is 10 commandments, or G is 10, so I'm thinking Kai is commandments. So Jikai 10 commandments, and there was a bubble in his hand. Apparently, that bubble was the sin of the commandment of truth. But that sin, it was the commandment of truth. So that bubble had the commandment of truth from Galan, and you could see him use that sin. It was that commandment. Sorry, that commandment was on. You could see that commandment on him. That's what the other demon was saying. That was talking to Elizabeth. I think they're sisters, I think. Funny, right? Anyway, so I don't remember her name right now, but that's what they were saying, because he has that commandment. Now, when he was fighting the 2 archangels again in this dimension, and he was about to be destroyed, he said Jikai once more. And you saw the sign that was on Monspeed's face. Now, the thing about it is that I looked at pictures from the anime and from the manga of Galan, and you never saw the mark that was in the first bubble when he said Jikai, which is why I never knew what it was. Maybe you guys do because you've been reading. I never knew what it was. But that's the commandment in that little bubble that goes into him. That's the commandment for each of them. Now, that commandment, the commandment of silence that Monspeed had, it's always there on his cheek. So when he said Jikai and that thing came in the bubble, and I could see, I was like, well, that is Monspeed's commandment. And then the other demon confirmed it. So now he has at least three commandments, I guess. He has his own. He has that of Galan. He has that of Monthpiece. Now I'm going to go ahead and say maybe he has that of Melascula. Melascula. I haven't read the manga, guys. I've only been at what Galan versus versus Escanor in season 2, and I started reading that manga chapter 260. The point is this: why he said this, because on the last two pages, basically he was transforming, I guess, so there's this big blob of darkness swirling, and everyone's like, this is bad, everyone, get away from here. Lady Elizabeth, you must come with us. And then the two archangels saying, how could this be? And they're destroyed actually, and they're looking at him because he was in the ground, on the ground, they were fighting him, they were supposed to have won. And Estarossa says, you guys just don't shut up, do you? You ought to just suck it up and let yourselves be killed by me. Next page. I am waiting for my turn to load. And it's loading. I know my internet isn't really slow, it's just being a bitch right now. And he says, you ought to just shut up and be killed by me, the great Meliodas. Now guys, look at the panel on screen. I want you to realize that this appearance, first off, this appearance is an appearance we've seen from Zeldris before. With the darkness around his shoulder and his chest, we've seen this appearance from Zeldris before. Another thing is that the mark on his forehead, we've seen this mark from Meliodas before. Now he says that he should be killed by him, the great Meliodas. That's obviously Estarossa's face. What does that mean? It says that having absorbed 3 commandments, the transformed Estarossa now proclaims himself as the greatest evil, Meliodas. What is the true meaning of these words? Well, here's the thing, guys. Meliodas isn't necessarily a name as much as Meliodas is a rank. Now, why is this important? Well, Meliodas is crazy strong. He is. So that's just, oh yeah, we also heard his combat level was somewhere around 88,000 from Hawk in this chapter. So he has a combat class of 88,000. That's just crazy. And he was saying that he needed at least this to be able to fight Big Brother. So that tells you just where Meliodas really is. So he has 3 commandments. Well, it says he absorbed 3. So maybe absorbed Melascula, Monthpiece, and Galan. So that would make him having 4 commandments. Or maybe it's just Galan and Monthpiece, so he's 3. But he has something between 3 and 4 commandments. I'm going to say it's 4, given he can fight on equal footing with the archangels, although his commandment of love, charity, might have made him strong enough to fight one archangel. Given that he killed Mael, was it? He killed one of the archangels already. So the point is, guys, Meliodas is not just, Dancho. Meliodas is a title given to one who can become the Demon King. Because remember, Estarossa wants to become the Demon King, guys. And he's pretty much gathering the commandments for that specific reason. And given how he said this, that is my actual, that's my actual take on things. And it's funny that I said I was going to make a 10-minute video, and I'm at about 8 minutes right now. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon.